Hi everyone, welcome back. So we are continuing with our previous year's important questions discussion on MMPC 2, that is Human Resource Management. Okay, so we are doing it in multiple parts. I had already uploaded one part. So any questions which comes repeated, which has already been discussed, I will not be discussing it again in this video, just out of respect for everyone's time. All right. So please bear with me. Let's get started without much delay. So this first question in this video, we are trying to discuss and describe how training can be made as a strategic function. So some of the ways in which you can make training a strategic function include considering the potential of the employees or the people who are we are training, delivering options like maybe physical delivery or online delivery. Okay, something like that we can think of. Consider the budget, think long term, analyze the training efforts and its impact, right? So the how we can do is, like, first and foremost we have to analyze the needs of why we need this training and what are the goals we hope to achieve from this training. We need to identify the skill gaps, like what are the gaps what is the skill that we aim to achieve and how much of those we have right now. Prioritize and plan and deliver the training, either internal trainings or external training as per required. Okay, so the next is a short note. They're asking us to write short note on any three only. We will discuss all five. Okay, so the first one is the process of coaching. Okay, so there are we can talk about the GROW process of coaching. Okay, so here G stands for goal, R stands for reality, O stands for options or obstacles, and W stands for will or way forward model. Okay, so that is one of the processes of coaching. Now, when we talk about the steps of coaching, we have another acronym, that is achieve, ACHIEVE. Okay, so A stands for assess the current situation, C stands for creative brainstorming, honing skills, initiating options, evaluating those options, creating a valid action plan, and E encouraging the momentum. So that is the achieve model of coaching. So we have two models. One is the grow model and the other is the achieve model. You can write any of this to describe about the process of coaching. The next is executive compensation. So executive compensation is the remuneration package that is specifically designed for business leaders or the senior management and executive level employees of a company. Okay, and it includes benefits such as salaries, perks, incentives, insurance, etc. The importance being that the senior management or executive level employees play a very much of a crucial role in the company, as they are the ones who make the strategies and take important decisions and all those things. Okay, so setting the right benefit package is very important to keep them satisfied and motivated. So some of the components of executive compensation include salary, short-term incentives, long-term incentives, guaranteed severance packages, prerequisites like club memberships and private planes, insurance like health insurance for the self and dependents and all those things. Okay, the next is workers participation. So, workers' participation is any process in the company that allows workers to exert influence over their work or their working conditions. There are 5 levels of worker participation. First is informative, consultative, associative, administrative, and decisive. Okay, the advantages of worker participation include bringing of more information into decisions, motivating, creativity increases, it boosts productivity, and it costs less and handles time much more effectively. Okay, the next is talent management. So, talent management is the process of identifying the vacant positions, hiring suitable candidates, and developing their skills to match the position. Retain them successfully in order to achieve long term organizational goals. Okay, so there are 6 steps in this talent management. First is planning, then attracting talent, selecting, developing, retaining, and transitioning. Okay, so why do we do this talent management is first and foremost as a support when the employee as a form of support when the employee is effective in the right goal. Okay, if the employee is underperforming in the right goals, then talent management will invest in those employees. Then it is used for promoting the employees who are performing outstandingly in the wrong role and move employees who are underperforming in the wrong role. So those are the few reasons why we go for talent management. The next one is role efficiency. Okay, so what is role efficiency is the potential effectiveness of an individual who is occupying a particular role in the organization. Okay, so there are three major concepts in role efficiency. First is role making, okay, that is a self role integration. Then proactivity, creativity, and confrontation. So these four concepts, self role integration, proactivity, creativity, and confrontation, comes under role making. Then role centering includes centrally uh, involving in the role and personal growth. Okay, centrality and personal growth. Role linking is the inter-role linkages, helping relationships and superordination, that is value to larger group. Okay, next, what is HRM? Describe the emerging scenario of HRM in Indian context. We have already discussed that. Distinguish between job description and job specification. So job description we have already told. Next is, what is job specification? So, job specification is an official document which describes the duties, that required knowledge, skills, and abilities, and the minimum qualifications of these jobs. Okay. So, the next part is discuss any two methods of evaluating functional job analysis, citing example. So, the methods of job analysis are nothing but techniques to obtain data. Okay. So, it could be through observation, interview. Interview could be done for a group, individual, or for a behavioral event. There could be surveys, questionnaires, like the questionnaire could be structured or open-ended. Work methods, work diary, or workload logging, work sampling, all these things are methods of evaluating job analysis. You can expand on any of these methods as you find it comfortable and give examples. Okay, so what are the objectives and benefits of performance appraisal? Discuss any two methods of performance appraisal. We have already discussed about performance appraisals. A few methods of performance appraisals include the essay appraisal, paired comparison, checklisting, management by objectives, behaviorally anchored rating scales, ranking methods. All these things are different ways of doing performance appraisals, goal settings, all those things. Okay, so discuss the principles in designing HRD system. We've already discussed. Discuss compensation administration and its determinants. Explain the present compensation trends in India. So, this compensation administration is a segment of HRM which focuses on the planning, organizing, and controlling the direct and indirect payments, okay, employees receive for the work they perform, right? So, there are four components of compensation, that is the guaranteed pay, that is salary, allowances. Then we have the variable pay, the benefits, and equity compensation, okay. So, remuneration is a term that we often use to refer to total cash compensation or total compensation. Some of the factors that affect this employee compensation, that is the determinants of compensation administration, include the demand and supply of labor, the capacity to pay, right, cost of living, productivity, trade unions, wage law, wage rate, all these things we have already discussed them. Okay, again it is asking us to define HRM, distinguish it from traditional personal management, the functions, highlighting the new roles, we've already discussed it. Explain the concept of role and organizational socialization, suggesting methods to improve socialization, we have already discussed that as well. So, with that, we will wind up human resource management important question discussion. I hope this session is useful. I am planning for all the other subjects as well as much as possible before your exams actually begin. It is right around the corner. It is going to start next week, right? So, all the best. Study well. Focus on the core concepts. Do not panic. Do not panic. Panic is not your friend. Keep a cool head and write down whatever you have learned. Okay, don't think about which subject you have learned it in. Okay, as we said in MMPC 1, there were a lot of questions whose answers were clearly given in MMPC 7, right? So before going into MMPC 1, your first exam itself, make sure you read through at least once all the subjects, okay, because they are all interlinked, and all subjects are interlinked, and it will help each other, complements each other, and you will go with a holistic idea of what you have studied in semester 1, okay, and tackle questions accordingly. Use your presence of mind, give examples, okay, write your answer scripts adequately but in a way that is easy for your invigilators to mark, okay. Make their life easy, not by writing less but by writing systematically. Okay, all the best, and catch you in the next video. Bye bye.